Hello. Hello, chat. Oh my god, chat. It is you. It is you, the prophesized. I have found you. Oh my god. There you are. I don't know if anyone's here yet, even. Hello? There's one. Oh my god. It's CQ Cat. Look at you. What am I doing? I don't know. Welcome to stream, gents. Lads. Lasses. Some other. Hello. Hello. Hello, Cookie. Can I just hang on? Pause the tunes. Can I just brag about a thing that is an audio thing that I was working on? And by brag, I mean it's not that much of a brag. And I hope it's not too loud. Goodness, I really hope it's not too loud. I was working on bit crushing, right? And I feel like I should use this, okay? Because I have a bit crush thing. Also, hang on. Let me real quick. Man's gotta test if my mic is being too sensitive or not. Okay. It seems alright. Yeah, it's a little bit. Hang on. Let me up my noise reduction. Bam. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. There I am. Wow. Alright, anyway, so as we were saying, should up this here a little bit. And then so I was messing around with bit crushing audio because it's cool. And I was kind of thinking about like a lot of things. I think I mentioned on stream the other day how cool it would be if I could make like an old retro side scroller kind of arcade game uh for lore release. That would be really fun. I was just like daydreaming about it and I was like, hey, bit crushing audio, that's hard and to figure out, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna Google out how. Google out how? I don't know. Google to find out how to do it. I wanted to figure it out. So I was like, okay, learn that. And I did, and I have stuff for it, and I was messing around in Audacity. And I made like a character selection slash title page. Like, hang on. Hopefully this isn't too loud.
Goodness.
I love that. I love what I have made.
Goodness.
It's so good. I want to use that as like an alert sound or something. Or I could make other ones like that because it's actually not that hard now that I have all the I have plugins for it. And I don't know, I just want to brag about that. It's cool. Okay. It's kind of pluggers. Alright. Maybe lower the volume a bit. Okay, hang on. Let me just got added to Smash. Hang on, let me put it at like half volume.
Goodness.
Well, that's too quiet now. Put it like 3/4.
Goodness.
That's more reasonable.
Goodness.
That seems okay, right? Yeah. So absolutely banger. Love that. I'm a big fan of that, and I want to do like a whole thing. I can resume the music. It's fine. But like, oh, it'd be so cool. I really want to make a la that little guy, like a little Scott Pilgrim game-esque, less 3D. It would be more of like a side scroller, traditional platforming one, a la the Sonics and the Marios. But how cool would it be if I made my lore and then I was like, here's a little arcade style game of the lore? You know, that'd be pretty banging. That'd be a banging thing to do. That would indeed be banging. Anyway, we got a princess to slay. So Sweet, sweet child, sweet music. For now, I must open. Play the princess. I gotta collect some more princesses, dogs. The law requires that I collect princesses. Obviously, as established, content warning in this. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. No premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Hell yeah, it is. Also, real quick. Did I fix it? Oh no, wait, it's like this. It's like this button. I want it. How do I disable? Oh, wait. Settings. Turn that off. Now, okay. Load game. Oh, nuts. When was my most recent save? 21. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at. Oh. I enjoy the tower. Okay, sue me. What do you want from me, dude? What do you want? Tower is great. We love the tower. Look at her. She might be a little bit mean and egotistical, but that's fine. You're here to slay her, and if you don't, it'll be the end of the world. Proceed to the cabin, I guess. We don't really want to deal with all that.
Before you go any further.
What, narrator?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Oh, the smitten.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
I like smitten.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Why does it sound like a guy doing an impression of that one actor who's in What We Do in the Shadows? You truly are the most devious bastard in New York City. That guy. Love him. Love him. They got him to do the like Codsworths, whatever those robots in the Fallout show, and what a beautiful casting. Oh my god, it's so good.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Also, the Fallout show, I've seen the first episode. Man, it's a long episode, but also it's really good. It's like very well made and very faithful.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
You hear me, Halo show? Do better. Proceed to cabin. God, if there's one thing I know how to do, it's proceed to cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Do I take the knife or do I not? I don't know which one to go with. I kind of want to not take the knife. The blade is your implement.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Taking the knife. Big fan. We're gonna approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the bed. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope... But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
He's so real, actually. The voice of the smitten is so real. Do I leave the blade? I'm kind of tempted to leave the blade. Let's leave the blade. I don't need it. I don't need the blade. You know whose side
The
we're
door
on.
to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate
Ooh.
stairwell.
Lovely.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the
Love me
walls.
some golden carpet.
The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You always say that, but
A
I don't
soft
think so.
voice carries up the stairs.
Soft voice. Oh boy.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh my god, she sounds so small.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
She truly has the most beautiful voice in New York City.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
No, it's reasonable.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all
You
part
always
of the
say that, but
manipulation.
you keep manipulating me. You keep manipulating me. You're the one who's manipulating. Stop it.
You walk
Hello,
down
princess.
the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her
Look at
wrist,
me, I'm
binding
still
her
in the
to the
go.
far wall.
Anyway, what's good?
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and
Look
foul
at the stars
imprisonment.
behind her. That's beautiful.
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty
She's
loud,
just
all
gender
right.
because she's very femme. That's all. Your gender is just femme. Dog, it'd just be femme.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so
Oh,
worried
hell
you wouldn't
yeah.
come back.
Banging. This is banging.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Indeed, she did.
And she called us a hero.
Oh, Voice of the Heroes is now in on this.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Yeah, fuck you, narrator.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
Oh.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters
We got
is you have
lore.
a chance
We
to
just
do
got
it
lore.
right this time.
We just got lore.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you.
We're getting
This is
actual reveals out of the narrator.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Okay. Start with
If another
that.
version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Oh, shut up, dog. You've done it before.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Okay. You.
She took that in stride.
Hmm.
To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Interesting notion.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Hmm.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
True. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Oh boy, I actually don't like this.
Isn't that just like our darling princess?
I don't
She
like
wants
this.
to make us happy.
I don't like
My
her
heart melts
total
further
dependence.
with every word that passes through her
Girl,
beautiful
you are more than
lips.
this.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, it's not. I don't really want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. Not so sure.
Rescue the princess?
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to
yeah.
unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Here's the thing, narrator. You refuse the concept that there could even be an ethical dilemma to this, and that's bull. I'm just saying.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
That's I mean I certainly would believe you over the narrator.
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
The hero is kind of my go-to on reliability.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
Bro.
One of us has to be.
Yeah.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Oh no, wait, no, go back. What? Wait a minute. I missed it. Hang on. Is that autosaves? Yes.
Rescue her.
Nailed
Don't you
it,
see
nailed it.
how- No, she's
Nailed
her
it.
hand could just slip because I'm not sure. Would you rather believe
Nailed
me,
it.
a passionate heart? I think I'd rather. One of us has. Then let me show you a brand. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Okay, now I can click.
I would if you had a weapon.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't take it on purpose, you bitch.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Well, interesting strategy. Fair enough. You know what?
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Wait, seriously, I
You
got this
approach
here?
the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Interesting.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's kind of cool how her and the dress move differently.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful
Oh.
embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
Shut up, dog.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Hell yeah.
What do we do now?
So innocent. You want
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who
They
has
do hate to
never
see a girl
felt
boss winning.
love in his
So true.
heart.
I will say this princess is not that girl boss. She seems well, I don't know, she's weird.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
You seem like you're completely not a real person.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
It's not that this one's like a shell of a person, and that's the weird thing to me. She has no independence and individual capability or defining self.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Narrator, I hate you.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. It must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? If you want to leave, then let's leave. Let's try this.
I just want to make you happy.
Aw. Why'd the music do that?
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
The music's distorting. I want you to make me unhappy. I'm a little afraid to press her any further.
That sounds perfect.
The music is back to normal.
The princess takes
Oh,
your hand,
look at
the
her.
last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Good.
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
It's almost like she actually likes this dude. And you have a weirdly biased opinion?
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you
know
will
what?
ever know.
Pop off, Smitten.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Yeah, so I should go along with your every whim? What?
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Let's try... We can do explore.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Oh
Of course
my
you can.
god.
You believe in her, right?
Oh my god, wait.
Nobody is leaving this basement.
If I believe she can do it, she can, right?
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle,
Oh my god.
and the lock clicks, and the door creaks.
Let's
open.
go!
Are you
It's because I
kidding
believe that she can do it. This entire thing is based on my image of her.
I told you she could do it.
My perception of her is everything.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late. You're
Good idea.
enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw
Mhm.
out the end of the world and make
Yep.
me suffer. I hate you.
Good.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that,
Oh
aren't
my
you?
god, wait, we did it.
You cross the room, opening the door to the
I
cabin.
straight up did it.
And then you step outside.
Yippee.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Unfortunately.
Where did everything
well,
go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring
I love the
into
smitten.
our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Well, it's complicated, but you'll be fine in a greater sense.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Nope, that's not happening. Oh. That was a kind of nice embrace. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
It's okay, dog.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? Okay. If you
I
say
insist
so.
upon.
She'll be there waiting for us.
She will,
I
actually.
just know it.
That's not wrong. Do I look different this time? The mirror always makes them leave. Why am I, goopy? I've withered? Why am I decaying? I don't love that. Am I doing something wrong? Proceed to the cabin. Hello? Approach her. How's this one?
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Uh-huh, okay, cool.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
So, poggers. How can you stand a big... No, but that's not true. I didn't hurt her this time.
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
So, I think, yawn, sorry. I think this is a very good piece to add because A, there's compassion for me, love that. That like sweet innocence and that adoration of myself. Lovely qualities for that. But also, this is really gonna balance out the last one we added of the tower. She'll have a bit of ego, you know? She'll have a bit of power to herself. But this will like kind of put that in check a bit. That innocence and reliance. I think. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Yes! See?
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Yeah, no, I'm down. I get it. I feel like we're making a princess at the end of this. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? Figured out what you'll want when we're finished? How many more vessels do you think? I want to know a lot of things. I am kind of curious. I have to ask.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No. I do kind of want it to stop, in a grander sense. Let's go with that one.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Okay, I'm like this entity. You know what happens to the world we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed.
Uh-huh.
You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Okay.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
I choose to believe that what we're doing is building the final princess. You know, what princesses have I included in this concoction thus far? What you'll want when we're finished. I want that one.
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Okay. You still not care? How many more? And then I'm ready. I think that's good.
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with.
Okay.
Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Hey, that's pretty poggers of you to say, actually. By assuming myself above you. Hey, the entity at the end of this existence seems like a great partner, Loki. You don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow.
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets.
But you could have it say in this. That's fair.
My gift to you is to let you choose your path.
Oh.
And my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Okay, that's a nice way to put that, I guess. I like that. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
But I kind of want to know how many more runs I need to do this. Ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. Bring the damsel. That was the damsel. I did the tower and the
You're
damsel.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
Oh my god,
is
yeah,
your
yeah,
here
yeah.
to
Silently continue the... Wait, one of
You
these
make your
runs I
way
should
up
do the
the
turn around
short
and leave.
path to the cabin. You'll find we're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the blade is
So we're gonna enter the basement without the
the
blade.
door to the her voice
Hello?
is don't let
Here to save you.
how many times do
Wait, really? You're come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Alright, what is up,
you
gamer?
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess? There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stop.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I hope you
Okay.
brought something.
We examine the chain.
You're
Here we go.
only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, You're doing the right. You walk up to the chain. They're
Alright,
large
alright.
and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere doubtful.
All right.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always...
She offers if we were stuck
Alright,
down here
alright,
long
alright.
enough, you attempt to make your way. Is someone else?
Go to the bottom of the
You
stairs.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have easier for.
I
Alright,
heard the door
alright.
slam.
There's a slight panic
Yeah.
rising
Okay.
in the
Okay.
princess's
Okay.
voice.
What is it like so far?
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
And
as she rips
she's
her
off her
flesh
arm.
from her.
That's-
the blade from. Or we could use. You won't like.
Save the princess so far.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you cut into
All
her.
right,
The blade
gross.
is sharp, and it takes her limb falls. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Okay.
No.
Here we go.
She smiles softly as her
I,
gaze
I
meets
love this
yours.
image with the.
Blood from her wounded
my
arm
God.
dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, I do believe.
We won't have any of as the princess. Wait, this is. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh wait, warn her is an option. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? I could still try to warn her? What happens if I do
Stop
this?
that.
Something's come over you.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, but the princess dodges. Stop
Okay.
it. Stop trying.
I can't resist. I have to try and
Thank
slay her now.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you.
There
with
we
the
go.
same
Okay, we got
animal
another-
ferocity
we got
she
another
used to
thing.
tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh
Interesting.
and sinew.
This is gonna make a neat princess.
You collapse to the floor. Your body
Oh, her
unresponsive as your blood
eyes!
pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood
We're gonna
and
get a
yours
feral
both
princess.
seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you
Alright.
die.
And now we get a new interesting one. The witch. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end.
What's my new
of
voice?
the
What's my new
world.
voice? What's my new voice? Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals.
You always
The fate
do
of the
that
world is at
when
risk
I
right now,
disagree with
and the
you.
life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our
Opportunist.
cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
I like this guy.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
So real of him. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah, yeah.
worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can trust us to get the job done.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
Ooh.
The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by
Interesting.
accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on
Alright.
its edge.
Alright.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade, I guess.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Okay. Hang on, does approaching the mirror mean anything to the run I'm doing? I wonder. What if I don't oh, it disappeared really quick.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick
Love
and wet,
copper.
as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Getters up.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
The narrator hates if I consider things.
Fine. You're the boss.
I love the opportunist already.
Thank you.
Oh,
You descend the basement
she's
steps,
feral.
entering the dark
She's
room
feral.
below. You can just make out the
What a
shape of the
mood.
princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before.
Yeah, well, I
Now
have.
she's
so-
acting like the two of you already know each other.
Well, we do, so.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So,
I
you
love
really
the
don't
opportunist
remember
so
us,
much.
do you?
Gaslight King, gaslight.
No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Gaslight King.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Okay.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than
I
they have
am going
be.
to talk to her, sorry.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
That's true. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. Um, let's do explore stuff first. Yeah, really, look at that face.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Thank you.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Alright.
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall
Oh.
from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
I like him and her.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Well, I gotta do the explorer.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Okay.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial
So
arrangement.
real
We should
opportunity.
take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
So I'm gonna start with
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
I mean,
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
alright, sure.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
God, I love this guy.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of
Well,
here, that's
I
it
don't
for the
really believe
world,
you, so-
remember?
Well, it's not that I don't believe you, it's that I don't care.
Even if that's
you.
true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back.
Those are
She
three
might not
words.
literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
I'm gonna give her the knife.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. I abstain. You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
No, she needs me.
You're going
Nope.
to get everyone killed. You know that, right?
It's fine.
But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes
seems
it with
genuinely
suspicion
shocked by
before
that.
kneeling down to pick it up.
I was face of actually being shocked
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
because I'm trying to build good faith. I couldn't save you before. Like, it
She
wasn't
creeps
enough.
forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
I feel like someone and I- me. There is a shrimp option. This is the best statement, though, but both of these are good.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then she
Okay.
buries the blade in your heart.
Well,
What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
the choice.
I did it. I got you. You.
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
Because it was fair. I don't know.
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time.
I died.
Everything goes dark, and you
Shame.
die.
She would have been great for the collection. And you're probably just a suspicious character. The thorn.
You're on a path in the woods. She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us.
I love these voices.
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against.
Not a democracy.
But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
And that's part of the risk of that, you know?
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent.
This is a very dead forest.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try, exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
This is very new. I'm excited.
Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other.
Yeah, no, that's so real,
Correct.
actually.
So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned.
Shut
You
up.
already know
dog.
about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through. Wonderful.
That first.
If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading.
Okay.
Someone's in the know. I've had enough of these annoying little secrets. If you want us to do this,
So
you have to
real.
let us in on your game already. All of your game. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
We're probably gonna free her, dog.
Please don't. I'm with him. If our previous encounters have taught us anything, it's that freeing her is a bad
Is it?
idea.
Is it? Because that seems to lead to the best ending.
Let's just see how the wind blows. I'm not opposed to saving her, but let's not rule anything out just yet. Let's see what she has to say.
Yeah.
Stop sitting on the fence and pick a side already. We don't need you waffling when things get hairy. I've already picked a side. Our side.
He's so
I'm here
real.
to make sure that whatever happens, we wind up on top.
I also love the cheated. Both of these guys.
Because that's worked out great so far.
This is fun because I have multiple voices that I love all of, but they are disagreeing. It's interesting.
Well, we're not out of the game yet, are we? And again, I'll have you know, I wouldn't have gotten us killed last time. I wanted to stab her in the back, not hand over our precious backstabbing implement. What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice. So you knew this could happen. Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it. Great! Not even he really seems to get what's going on. If the guy who
Okay.
goes around acting like he knows all the rules doesn't even know how this works, what's the point in listening? Then we can all move on and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. It sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already. I need to
Well.
stop talking. Think happy thoughts. She gets out is what happens.
Interesting.
Maybe not right away, but eventually. And a world that's doomed tomorrow is just as bad as a world that's doomed today.
I would object and say that there's more to do about it.
I'm not sure
Okay.
I buy that.
Yeah.
Everything has to end eventually. If it takes years to get out of there and supposedly end the world, then we've bought everyone that time. And all without having to murder anybody in the process.
That's really valid.
Not that she's innocent, but murder is unpleasant and risky. It could be a better solution for everyone.
He's kind of spitting facts though. The cheated kind of be spitting facts, dog.
You're here to permanently end the threat she poses. You're not here to temporarily postpone it.
Have I ever killed her? I guess we are going to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the
Ooh.
base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. Are you talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know what you have to do.
I
The interior of the
Oh.
cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still
mirror.
reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise
Huh.
of new life in the wreckage of the old.
interesting.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade.
That's weird.
Why isn't there a pristine blade?
That's weird. That's suspicious.
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
Oh my god. She still
Well,
has
it's
it?
not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
He's not wrong.
I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
What do you mean, how this is supposed to work, King? Hello, miniature. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've seen you.
Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here,
God,
something has
he's
to be
even
different.
realer than the opportunist, though. The cheat is so real.
Yeah, why didn't you mention the mirror?
I can only see the mirror. And I didn't acknowledge the mirror last
I
time.
didn't mention a mirror because there isn't a mirror. But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right? Yeah, it counts for something. He's either a liar or he doesn't hold all the cards. But I think we already knew it had to be one of those. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror?
Sorry, gamers, I had to blow my nose. I'm, what? Interesting. That was weird. Well, anyway,
I promise you there isn't a mirror and there
there
isn't a door to
absolutely
the
is,
basement.
though.
The entrance
There
is
is a
more
mirror.
of a burned out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it?
No, because there's a mirror in front of it. I have to approach the mirror now.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do here now that the knife has been taken from us. You reach
Mirror
forward
queen.
and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if
Yeah.
things weren't unpredictable enough. Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Hate when I'm streaming and then my head itch. It happens more than you think. Enter the basement.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below.
Okay, what's this princess gonna be?
The stairs to the
Whoa.
basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that
Whoa.
ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving
so
themselves through
interesting.
the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease.
Oh, but it'll be hard to
least
get
on the way
back
down.
up.
But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. I'd say this
Okay.
feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Well, I didn't have a choice the first time.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Alright.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward.
This is an interesting princess already.
You step out into what
Oh.
was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
So this one's the one that'll make her depressed? What?
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No. You're in a prison arena making a broken cycle of violence. Don't want to wallow in it, I guess. Let's go with this one.
I want to trust you.
Reasonable.
Her
Then you have
grip
hesitation.
tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. There's nothing I can say within your mind. About that one.
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
Okay.
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. But it does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
Go with that one.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers.
Alright.
For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
I love the cheated. He's my favorite so far.
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it. We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do. I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance. That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
No.
We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
You don't count.
You don't count.
Yes.
And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
What about me, though?
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and
I'll
I
accept
believe
that.
with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions. Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends.
Alright.
Take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade. Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe
Well.
you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Yeah, I hate you too, narrator. Don't worry.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
I only killed you the first time because I didn't have a choice in the matter. Arguably, I didn't even kill you, really. I didn't make the choice.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us.
Love this guy.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
So true, Queen. Let's cut into it.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Ooh.
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle.
Ooh.
This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
Maybe the world ends because of this whole cycle that I'm involved in.
It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally
go.
leaving here together, aren't we?
Let's go.
And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
This is a great piece to add to the princess collection. Let's
Hands
go.
clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
And the end
What do we
comes.
do now? Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
It's okay, princess, don't worry. You will become part of the amalgam of the fully realized princess. You don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. Time to leave, memory return.
She's gone. Where did she... And there's that mirror again.
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Gaze into your reflection. Silence to refill. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. How am I looking now? You've unraveled? What does that mean? What does that mean? Hello, Infinite Princess. How's it hanging?
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
There's a world beyond this. Okay.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Okay, once again, good question.
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins.
Okay.
I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there? There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore. We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own.
Okay.
And because of that, nothing can't exist.
So true. You know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Okay, touche. The voices, yes. Call him the narrator and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? What have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Probably.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on
Okay,
the
is
cusp
that good?
of yours.
Is that good?
1.
One!
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Oh my god, guys, it's happening.
These gifts are a conversation, and
Okay.
each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
I'm so excited. Everything goes dark and I die. Let's go.
You're on a path.
Oh, shut up. Now, hang on. Concept.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong.
Okay.
Better to wash our hands of
Okay.
this whole situation than to take part in it.
Okay.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking
Okay.
about. That's strange.
Damn
It
it.
looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Hang
You're
on.
really
Titus.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do
yeah,
your
whatever.
job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
Who's this
Forever.
everyone you keep talking about? It seems like it's only you. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. There's always a choice.
Oh my god,
Let me
I
tell
love
you
this.
right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's
Oh my
little
god.
flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your
What?
surroundings, you start to realize
What?
that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Excuse me?
In every direction,
Oh my
there
god.
is a path
Oh my god.
and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to
I'm
be.
frightened.
Wait, what's going on?
The music's all distorted.
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Okay.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay. That was interesting.
You're on a path
What
in
the-
the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
What?
is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Okay.
my
Come on,
tricks. What on earth are you talking? If he doesn't remember what happened, then I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're
Yes!
thinking.
Contrarian.
Captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining
Yes.
everyone's day.
Yes, it's a
forever,
guy that just hates
then
the
yes,
narrator
I
and
suppose there
has
are
no other
plenty of ways
feature.
to pull that off.
I love him.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task
The
ahead.
contrarian is perfect.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it.
Okay.
If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost.
Okay.
Or,
What?
heaven forbid, someone
Dog.
other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Okay.
A warning
Wow.
before you go any further.
Okay, interesting.
She will lie. If we're
Yeah,
stuck
yeah,
going
yeah.
in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult.
He's so
for the sake
real.
of it.
He's so real.
Let's keep an open mind.
I love the cabin.
The cabin interior
Whoa.
is
Oh.
wrong.
Oh.
A confusing
Oh.
patchwork of many cabin
This is
interiors,
weird.
all projected across what's almost the same space.
I don't know,
It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess.
Okay.
How many times do I have
Okay,
to explain
I
this
can do this.
incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through
No,
your
it's
job,
not.
which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
You absolutely lie to me constantly, dog. That's not true. That's simply not true.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
You can make me.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay
Fuck you.
calm.
I'm gonna have a breakdown.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Wiggle. Wiggle. The room's wiggling.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Alright, Contrarian, if you think so, we won't.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
really
yeah.
isn't
Okay.
hard.
I will listen to anything the Contrarian says at this point.
Okay.
Love him.
Okay, I'm fine.
I love him. He's the finest of the boys.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete
I did like
a
to
very
cheat it, though.
important task.
Let's take the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
No, that's real.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold the blade the other way.
You switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Alright, throw the blade out the window.
Yes! Do it! Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out
Let's
into the
go.
night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with
Let's
the princess without it.
go.
We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that.
I love
I'm
him.
not so sure. This place is already
love him
messing
so
with
much.
my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done.
Yeah, but the Contrarian
luck,
said throw it out the window, so I
hero.
threw it out the window. I'm a follower. I'm a sheep. Enter the basement. Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open,
This
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from
was your
unidentifiable
first?
materials.
Wow, this is a great first to really introduce you to what this game gets like.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
Okay.
Odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her
Slayinger's probably doing her a favor. My god.
Her voice, a disquieting
him
collage
so
of
much.
tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
I kind of don't like that this
We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
good. Center staircase. Soft, harsh stair. Let's do the soft stair.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and
Okay.
reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might
Okay.
slip or tumble
Okay.
or lose your way.
Okay. Okay.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like
First,
this. I don't
it's
like
like
this.
a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
What?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
What's happening?
Time disappears.
What's
And you
happening?
can feel yourself begin to untether.
What the fuck is happening?
Physical sensations dull and then vanish,
Ah!
until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
What?
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and
What?
blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
She's unsettling with her eyes like that.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
There's like a beat to the music now.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And, why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember.
Okay,
Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you.
We gotta lock in. We gotta lock in.
Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
I don't know what happened to you.
Oh, it got light.
But you look like you're in one piece now. But I
Okay.
understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Real, I like her.
We're probably stuck down here forever. aren't we? There's no way out. And barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her,
I'm
there is now another.
upset about this.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it.
This is unsettling.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality.
Oh, shut up.
But what's done is done, isn't it?
Shut up, dog. He sucks.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it.
Unsee it,
Whatever thoughts
unsee it.
reasoned
Okay.
their way into
Okay,
your
okay.
head,
Okay.
unthink them.
Okay.
If it's not
Okay.
already too late. You have a
Okay.
job to do here, and you
This is
need
fine.
to do it now.
This is fine. This is so fine. This is so fine. I'm just gonna go on Zen. It's Zen time.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Contrarian, I don't know about that. Oh no.
You can call me Princess, if you'd like. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it? Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this,
Okay.
but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll
All my
do my
homies do in
best.
fact hate the narrator.
I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Ah.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is
Oh
why
boy.
you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
I don't think killing her is gonna fix what's happening
How
here.
would we even do that? Where would we start?
So real.
We could always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse. Wait.
Everything
That's
at
all right.
once.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience
Okay.
a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
Okay.
You feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope
hi.
as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly
This is
many
a lot.
directions.
Hello.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
Oh my god.
But this...
Ah.
we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same
Yeah.
as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves.
Okay, did
before
we
it
escape that?
falls apart.
Hi.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Hello.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in places they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had
This is
consequences.
Scary.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll do my best. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's my last princess?
She's gone. And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like, yeah,
I
don't
know.
look at it. I
know.
don't like that.
I know,
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay. You're not messing with us, right?
Okay. I'm terrified of what I'm gonna see in my reflection. What? That isn't right, you can't be nothing, you refocus your gaze and then you see the figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are
I
you
think
me?
you know what I am.
What? Cracks left done center of the mirror, splitting the image with the glass in two. Another crack forms, another, turning the mirror into a jagged shard of broken glass. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into a jagged... Yeah, okay.
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once.
Okay.
Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. and then it won't be able to work like that anymore. I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many.
Okay.
Somebody made you, after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Okay.
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time. Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
But I couldn't do that anyway. So, like...
And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
There's,
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and
Okay.
flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Okay.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you.
Okay.
Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
He might be delusional.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you.
Yeah, it is.
You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
So you want to rid the universe of death itself? That's terrifying.
I'm
You are
only
delusional.
if I'm wrong. But I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong.
Yeah, you are. So many other questions. What am I
You're the
guess?
long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I don't like that, dude. Run out of questions. I think you're out of time, dude.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
I do, but it's not what you think. Alright, Vest and God, finally time to look at all this. Siege of the cabin one last time. There's nothing for you to find? Where is she? Babe? Oh, hello. Excuse me? Oh.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Hi.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Yeah, true. I feel like I picked the right side at the end of this.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Hey, well, better to know what you're doing.
When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Yeah, sure. Death
So,
isn't an evil
will
thing.
you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the
No.
possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Oh wow, there's so many options.
My very nature is paradox,
Okay.
as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be
What's
it.
happening? What is happening? Hello?
My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end.
And there is no
There is only the flood of
There
bodies.
is only the
In
flood
every
of
moment
bodies.
you hold every possible sensation
Every
at
moment
once,
you
and
hold
then you
every
hold them all
possible
again.
sensation at once.
Hi.
And then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
You act as though the world can't exist without you. I like that one.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust.
Okay.
When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
I like the shared humanity option. I like the shared humanity.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
It doesn't mean we have to embrace those things. They can exist without our embracing them.
Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free.
Okay.
You lifting me and me lifting you, forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
We love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole reality into the picture.
We are the whole of reality. You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation.
That's true.
Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
Again, I'm loving this path.
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine? To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
I get the idea of releasing her, but I also kind of just want to, like, stop this weird grandioseness, you know? You can be simple, too.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful, eternal, but ever-changing.
Class between you and Base will rapidly dissolve.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
I don't want to slay her. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Yes, my voices!
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Yes! Hang on. I'm gonna hit a save real quick. I haven't done that like all night.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Oh my god. It's the like concept art-esque drawing of it.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
I like that for old time's sake. You and me, did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, of course.
I love him.
The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows.
This is so good.
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade. Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
I guess I'll take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Into the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice.
This is such a good game.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
What are we going to do? Or actually, let's start with, are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
Yes, please.
What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
But I don't want to do that.
Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
But I don't want to do that. It'll just be a cycle.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
No.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here,
This is
waiting for
so
you.
interesting.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
I'm with right now.
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
Yeah.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
What if when I make it my way? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different than I heard you? I kill you. What if I let you? Bring about the end of everything. I don't want to agree to her plan, but I also don't want to kill her.
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too. Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds.
Okay.
What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Ah.
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
Hang on. Do a quick little save.
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
I have to. I can't kill her, so I got to agree to the plan.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side.
Voice of the hero, my goat.
She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to find a proper ending to this. Oh, I can say I love you. That's I gotta go with that one. That's adorable. This is a love story, as they say, after all.
Oh, I love you too.
And then she stabs me and I die. What? You're kidding.
You're on a path in the woods,
Ah!
and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Ah!
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh my god. You're freaking kidding
You're
me.
here to slay her.
Bro. Hang on. Okay. So what? Do you ultimately have to kill her? Hang on. Okay. Okay. So there are multiple final endings. Okay. This is. I'm so hang on. First of all, I should have some music. This is. I'm so. Do I have to keep playing this? Okay. I got the reset the world one. Wait a minute. Hang on a sec. 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 Because I think I might, from my save, be able to get another ending. That's a better one, potentially. Gimme. That a
There's
one.
still a piece of me.
It's
Yeah,
time
yeah.
to.
She's
I am ready.
and let's go.
I am ready. We are good. We are doing this. Okay. Okay. Let me in. Let me in!
And here we are. Do you...
Okay, first of all, it's just you
It's
and me.
just us.
Yep. Is the
Yeah,
narrator really
it's
gone?
dead.
I don't know how I feel about him.
Yeah,
Gone.
yeah. There's no
Describe the
mirror. I know.
room. Enter
No
the
blade it
basement
is.
without the blade.
I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment. The stairs. Do you remember the...
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little
Okay.
sharp, a little menacing.
I might be able to get a new ending out of this.
And down we
Down the
go.
stairs.
We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Okay.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different.
Hopefully
Maybe
a
there's still
lot.
room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
I would very much like to do that. Sit with her. I'm sorry for all the times I hurt you.
The first time we met, I cut your throat open. If anyone should be apologizing for anything, it should be me. You're only trying to help.
You know, when she puts it like that,
Good to finally see you again.
Right back at you. In a way, it hasn't been much time at all, but it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Thanks for coming back.
Don't think I want to be a god.
Doesn't matter what we call ourselves. It's just another label, and I don't think labels have ever helped us. All they do is cram us into boxes where we don't fit.
So true, Queen.
Just like this
True.
cabin. I'm the same princess that's been with you since the beginning.
Hmm.
And I feel real,
Interesting. Okay.
but I also feel like I'm a lot more than I was then. We've been through a lot together. I don't think there's anything more real than that.
Yeah.
No, it really wasn't. But just because it hasn't been fair doesn't mean that it hasn't been worth it. I'm really glad I got to know you.
Yeah.
I don't think she's the sort of thing you can really disagree with. It doesn't matter if she's right or wrong because she exists. She's this big, unrelenting force, and there's no arguing with her.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that was the question out there, wasn't it? And it was the question before you came down here, too. Should she get to exist? I'm glad you didn't bring that knife with you.
I didn't realize how much the knife would matter. Figured the options would still be open.
And I don't want to be her, if that's what you're asking. I think I just want to be me.
So bummed that I didn't just build the optimal princess.
Yeah, I'm happy not to be everything. Just being us is plenty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm a part of her, I think. But she's seen so much more than we have. Like, she's seen everything, right? I don't think I could hold all of that without losing myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you could either.
So now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
I never had one. And do not call me the Shifting Mound. It's too much. But I've always been a princess to you, right? So why don't we stick with that? And as for you, well, Hero works for me.
Let's go. Let's go, boys. We are so in.
But that's me. You know, I think I like that.
Aw. What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being God. I want to walk through that cabin door just as we are, you and me. Doesn't matter what happens or what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want. That's a pretty good one. I like that one.
You know what? Yeah, I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Oh. You don't want to come.
Yeah, it wouldn't feel right. But I'll be okay. I don't think I'll be alone for long either. I'm sure I can find the others.
Oh, I didn't get to say thanks for everything to him. I wanted to say... I hate when the explore options don't give me all the options, because I wanted to say all of them to him. I wanted to say thanks for everything. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. Quiet as you ascend, comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. This outside is no longer a bunch of hers, it's this night sky. There's an energy in the silence, electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see the tension seizes her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this. Yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there.
Yeah.
Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
This is such a sweet game. Well, now the I love you is even gonna be sweeter.
I
Obviously.
love you too.
Look at she's blushing. It's adorable.
But I'm trying not to be sappy about it.
Ah.
I won't get all emotional.
It is a love story. Look at it with the hands. This is so cute. This is so cute. This is the good ending. I got the good ending. I did it. And got the good one. Jonathan Sims killing it. Also, I missed her name. Nicole something. Very good also. Also very good. I loved the voice work in this game. See, that was a good ending. That's a good ending, baby. That was so cute. It was such a cute end. It is a love story. That's what they said in the beginning when you open the game. They also say it's a horror game. Both are true. I think they play both of those things really well. Thank you so much for playing. Here's the track order. Secret, a special playlist just for you. Like, screenshot. Alright, we go and save that. Hang on. Alright, thank you. Oh. Alright. Well, I did it. Which is pretty gamer of me. Quite frankly. I think that was a very, very sweet ending. I'm very, very happy with it. Again, very good mix. They really achieved the mix that they were looking for in that. That's a really cool game. And it has a lot of replayability because there's like so many paths I didn't get to go down that I like lamented not being able to go down. Because like it doesn't let you make the same choice, but like sometimes those choices were ones that led to other options, you know what I mean? Like I could only get the tower once, for example. Sucks because I could go further with some of those and then get I wish it had a little bit more openness in that you could go back to paths that you've already tread, but then you would end on like it wouldn't let you do the exact path that got you the ending, but you could get that path again to lead to another end. I think that would have been really fun. There was a lot that I wanted to like go back to mess around with. Yeah, that was a really good game. I don't know if I'll play any more on stream. Maybe if it's like if I do a really big stream and it's like I can play a bunch of things in it, I'll do some Slay the Princess in that or something. I don't know. I think I got the good ending that I wanted. And that's all that matters to me. I'll probably play more of it at some point in time. I don't know. But it's a good game. It's a really nice game. Also, I feel so validated in my angles that I got at the start of it all. Because I immediately didn't like the narrator, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the narrator at the end either. I understood him as a nuanced character, but I think he was like, I'm making a world, I'm trying to rid the universe of death and change. And it's like, what in the hell are you saying? You can't just do that, dude. Not to get all weird and theological or something, but like suffering is inherently a part of existence. I cannot imagine the horror story of a world without death. Look, death is inherently a thing that we're naturally afraid of. It's true. And that's valid. But oh my god, the idea of a world that doesn't have it is arguably scarier in some ways. Like what in... That's terrifying. And change. Oh my god, change? No change? A world with no change at all? That's horrible. Change is... I was literally having a conversation, and I remember it was something stupid that brought it about, because I will take a really dumb topic and then turn it into something deeper in discussion and be laughed at by Teal because I'm really ridiculous in conversation. But I was talking about, like, change is so inherent to our nature, and it's very strange that we're afraid of it. Because, like, look at a situation and be like, hey, in what way do I touch this situation at all? Do I interact with anything and not influence change by default? Change is, like, inherent to every element of our existence. We are constant vessels of change, impacting it upon ourselves and others. So it's very strange that we're so scared of it so often, when we can know nothing else. But that's a lot for a stream. Anyway, so like, yeah, I was immediately suspicious of him, and I didn't like how he was going about things. And while there were technically reasons, like, there were ways to talk around it that he just refused to do. And also, like, there's a lot of lying involved on his part. There's a lot of deception and manipulation. Hello, cats. I didn't like that. And I think ultimately his goals were not that reasonable, you know? Whereas she was just existing, you know? Her crime was that she existed. And her existence made the world worse in some ways, but, like, you can't remove that from reality. So, yeah. Also, there were other options. There were other options instead of just killing her. You know? You didn't have to. It was fine. But I think he's such a cringe little male wife anyway. My favorite was when the tower took over him. That was cool. Discord /out text. That was hot. Anyway. Yeah, that was a really good game. That's a very, very good game. I shouldn't talk about the tower. It's dangerous to talk about the tower. That clip exists now. I love when he's mad that we're making things work despite our conditions. It's great. Anyway, yeah, straight up though, I was so vindicated. I was right the whole time. I was just right, dude. Alright. How many... I'm worried about this. I did, unfortunately, I was stupid enough to pin it. If I go to my channel, Okay, it only has 7 views. I think that's vastly different from... I mean, the retreading of the original clip in Monster Prom has more views than that. Love that. Love that fact. If I go to my clips... Top all time... The original one is 19 views. Okay. Then the retreading my footsteps, where I'm reacting to the clip. Oh wait, no, there's are there multiple of my reacting to the clip? Hang on. There very well might be. That one is 9. And then... Yeah, there's like 3 of... Oh my god, it's so... It exists in such... I'll never escape. I'll never escape. Dude, I'll never escape. I will simply never escape. I suffer eternally. But anyway. Yeah, I can't talk about the tower, I guess, because that's just gonna get me accusations. Oh, the accusations. Well, it is past 9 o'clock, which, given that, I've had a very busy day, is not a bad time to start wrapping this. Oh. Touché. That's not a good ending of stream song. Dog, I love that song, not a good ending of stream song. We want, what's our favorite stuff? Is it gonna be here? My favorite stream ending song. One that I love to use every time if I can help it. Where are you? There it is. There it is. Refresh up there. Hey. 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 Accurately display the music. Do it. Do it. You can do it. Come on. There we go. I was about to refresh it. Alright. This was banging. I'm really happy about this game. I'm having a good time with it. I'm also glad I started playing my hardcore world again. I really want to continue that. I'll probably get back into Minecraft through that a little bit. They've added Rocket's Belief on MCC Island, which I should really get to trying. I'm not that good at it. I've done a round of it. I didn't do that poorly, but I didn't do that well. I want to be like Phil's of Minecraft. I want to be a goat of the Elytra. Anyway, yeah, I was really happy to have done this game. I'm actually kind of bummed it's over. But I feel like it would just keep getting very, very repetitive as I went. Little gone from little guy. I don't know what I'll do. I think I'm streaming Tuesday. I'm gonna try to. I'm trying to also not commit to Tuesday streams right now. I was considering, you know, I really thought about it and I should address it. And I've been considering saying, like, maybe sometimes there will be a Tuesday stream. As far as my schedule is concerned, it's generally going to be Fridays and Sundays. I'm not committing to that statement fully either. We'll see where I'm at as I go. Look, at the end of this month, things are probably going to start moving a little bit better for me. So my ability to do a lot of things is hindered a lot by my experience with ADHD and the fact that it has gotten a little bit worse in my life since being like a full-time worker of a job and having to account for 50% of living in a space because, you know, I'm living alone with Teal, which is lovely, but my executive functions are difficult to work with. So, I've been very exhausted like all the time, and it's hard to do things. My creative energy takes a huge toll when I have so many outlets I want to spend it on. There's so much I can do for stream. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I have like a whole novel I've meant to start writing for like a couple of years, and I just haven't. There's like a lot of creative endeavors I want to pursue, and I haven't. And like it's hard to keep up with them because I don't have the energy for it. I get drained very easily because it's like collecting. It's like constantly having a rodeo in a bunch of thoughts all the time. So I'm working on that, and hopefully we'll be getting better at skill sets and also having medication to make me operate more smoothly. I'm looping this song because it's my favorite to end on, and I would like to keep it up. Anyway, point being, I'm going on to this tangent to be like, my reduction of streaming isn't necessarily going to be a long time thing if I do that. I'm actively working on making it so that I can handle more stuff. I'm improving myself to be able to handle more stuff all at once. So, I would like to think that it's totally on the table that I can come back to this and like go at streaming with more full force than I did at any point really. Because I'll be able to devote attention and energy to things better. But we'll see. I don't want to make promises if I don't know I can keep them. I will continue to stream, I know that much. But it's been a little bit of a struggle to hit 3 streams a week, you know? And I find myself often too tired and too drained to do them. And I apologize for that, I do. But I also, I think I need to reconsider how much I'm capable of doing this. So, we might cull Tuesdays from the schedule in the grander scheme, and I'll pop in during weeknights maybe once in a while if there's a good opportunity to play with people or something, or if I'm really itching to stream. But it might, at some point soon, end up being just weekends for a while, you know? I am also going to have some weekends off of stream. I'm making a little trip out in May with Teal, and it will be a delight. I will also be making a little trip out in late June with Teal to something or somewhere that's being worked on. I got life things, you know. I need to cultivate my life things. That's something that's become I've become very aware of. It's become very clear to me. I need to cultivate some life stuff for my own health. But again, I want to be clear that this does not mean I'm going to stop streaming. I might ease off of it a little bit. It might be a little bit slower to get streams. But I cancel Tuesday streams half the time anyway, or one of the other ones. Rarely Friday, but Sundays, Tuesday. I can't keep up with it, and I end up canceling. So going forward, it's entirely possible I might very soon pick up just doing Fridays, Sundays, and then occasionally having break days. But with that all said, I will still see you very, very soon. I might still see you before Friday even, but we'll see. And I hope you guys had fun like I did in this. And so, I'll see you all later, and have a great night, guys. Enjoy your week ahead of you. Good night.